Hey guys, welcome to Toribash Replay Showcase, episode 40 with me, Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, what you hear in your ears right now is a beaten and bruised Jack Morris. I'm coming down from some extreme, mostly self-inflicted nausea and pretty much living on painkillers. It got to a point where I was gonna take this week off just to recover, but you guys have come to expect more professionalism than that. But I thought I'd give a warning because if you thought I fumbled my words occasionally before, you're probably gonna see some serious fumbling. But anyway, this is Torment by Pox and new replay submitter with a very, very cool replay. I very much like replays that use gravity to get their destruction, and this is one of those, very much using gravity. With one of the coolest skeets we've seen, curls into it, puts a bit of the old, but what's the word, English? Is that the old English on the ball that makes it spin? I don't know. All I know is it's very, very, very cool, and I need to... No, that's reversing it. Shit. No, wrong way. Well, this was destined to happen. Let's look at this a bit slower and see what's going on. So you get a very nice jump. Kind of... Oh god, that's too slow. That's fucking Matrix slow motion. It's very cool. Very cool. Like I said, I like it when replays use gravity to their advantage, and that's obviously him putting his own weight behind the kick there to make sure he gets a very powerful downward kick. And then sort of like does various little things to Jeff's body there. Just a thing is occurring. But it's very cool. Very cool. So I thought I'd open with it. And moving along, this is Ab Jump Attack by AbNoob123. Now this replay, I won't take it away, it's a cool replay, but it exists in this showcase for a reason. Just to show that in Toribash Replay Showcase, there is still a place for replays that are just powerful. Replays that aren't exactly free-flowing, aren't exactly smooth, but are powerful. And this is a replay that's really powerful. It's a very, very powerful kick that gets a really, really nice decap, as you can see. And I still think it's really, really cool. And I'm never going to abandon those replays. I said that from the start. You know, we could move on to very free-flow and very realistic replays, but there's still a special place in my heart for replays that are just, you know, boom, very powerful, and will look very, very cool from Jeff Cam, I imagine. Let's take a look. Boom! Yeah, that sort of gets the intended effect there. I don't think we need to look at this one in slow motion, but it is very boom. Looks really, really cool from that camera angle. Very, very happy with that. So yes, cool replay. Moving along, this is Awesome Uppercut by Rhys Peake. That's yeah, whatever. But yeah, I really like this replay because, as the name implies, it is an awesome uppercut that gets a lot of destruction, and it will be really cool to look at that in slow motion. It actually happens quicker than sort of after you first breathe it in, I guess. It happens quicker than you'd imagine. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow this one down so we can take a better look at it. So it's the because gets the swing on the left arm there that gets such a nice demolish of Jeff, and just looks really, really cool. So a nice flip jump that leads into a really, really powerful hit there. A really, really powerful hit. Watch again at normal speed, why not? And then move along. Boom! Very cool. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't actually get that much air on Jeff. You'd think that would get more air on Jeff than it actually does, but whatever. That's still really, really cool. Anyway, this is the finished Ripped to Shreds by Erigonv1. I have no idea. It's cool replay anyway. And another sort of downward gravity thing, but it's, yeah, it gets a lot of stuff done. A lot of replays. Again, it exists to serve that not all replays have to be free-flowing. Some of them can just be, oh wow, Jeff just got demolished. Some of them can have that effect. And it's one of those replays, as you know I'm very fond of, that just kind of keeps going and actually has a very nice skeet at the end, which sort of comes unexpected. Like, when I was watching this the first time, I didn't actually see the skeet, and yeah, it's very nice. We'll watch it through one more time, because it's a really long replay. But yeah, I like the initial decap that uses, again, another downward kick. Sort of sets the arm up over there for what will later be the skeet, kind of on the right there. It's just, you know, it's one of those replays where there is just a lot of stuff happening, and it looks very cool. Jeff gets demolished, but I always have a thing for skeets, and this is obviously a really nice skeet with a kind of roundhouse throw there. Very, very, very cool. Moving along. I think I've said every replay this week has been very, very cool. My words aren't working. I don't how to English. Okay, Going Crazy by Elderob. Now, actually, I want to pause this one. This is in that 360 Gold People mod, I'm fairly sure. I didn't actually specify, but I'm fairly sure it is, judging by what happens. And this is something cool that happens in the mod. I sort of theorized you could make cool replays using this mod. And yeah, Elderob pretty much proves that you can. Very, very stylish. We're going to let this one play out because I really want to see this one in slow motion. But I sort of made the point that I'm sure people could use 360 Gold People to make a nice replay. And I think this is a very good example of that. Just the speed and the brutality of what goes on. And it surprisingly doesn't break off any parts of his body, at least not in the initial. That mod still makes me laugh. It's that bit where he's just spinning on the damn floor. Something about this mod just always tickles me. It's around here, just his just upper body goes nuts. Oh man, I really would like to revisit that mod at some point. It's so funny. So funny. Maybe I'm childish for laughing at it, but goddamn, it's funny. But a very cool replay as well. I mean, it did create a very cool replay. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Anyway, moving along. This is LMRT, LMRT Propeller V2 by Elmorty, or Lamorty, or whatever. People shouldn't do that. It's a very cool replay. And you know what? No, I'm done using that word for today. It's a very interesting replay. I'm sick of using the word cool. I've overused the word cool. It's lost all meaning. Cool has been said way too many times in this show. God damn it. It's very cool. Fuck. It's painkillers. It's a very interesting replay. And it's a nice bifurcate that splits off Jeff into many, many pieces. And yeah, it's very ice cold replay that is awesome in its own right. And yeah, I'm very fond of that bit of Jeff that just goes flying off into the distance there. It does look pretty cool. Yeah, very cool replay. Nice little bit of manipulation on Jeff there to keep him spinning for the for the end kick. Very, very ice cold there. This is, oh no, my banana's gonna die in space. Somehow wasn't too long. I've had replays with shorter names than that have shown up. And whatever. For some reason, Toribash acknowledged that as a replay. That seems like a really long name, considering. Anyways, by Blood Mach, and it gets a very, very nice sort of flick kick thing. I still don't know if that has an actual name, but that's what I'm going to call it until somebody gives me the proper name. Just gets a very nice setup. Sort of sets Jeff up pretty nicely, like manipulates him, kicks his leg off to make him go limp, and then flicks his head off. Flicking flicks. Yeah, not fucking. That wasn't the word I wanted. Not at all. Follows it up with a very nice backwards kick to split Jeff into more pieces. Again, yet another example of just stuff happening and very cool stuff. I'm very fond of that. I want to see that from Jeff Cam. I'm very fond of that flick there. So it's just, boom. You don't really get a good angle on it, but you do get a sense that is just so brutal. We'll watch this one in reverse because we haven't really done that this episode. I kind of want to see the flip kick in reverse as well. So just, whoop. I love reverse. All right, one more time, then we'll move along. Like I said, the flip kick there, or flick kick, or whatever you want to call it, just the, half extending of a leg to just, nick a body part off is very, very cool. Anyway, moving along, it takes 1.5 to Tango by Sakamuru. And this is an interesting replay. So, yeah, I don't want to have to put that into words because it's fucking funny and kind of awesome as well. It's not just funny. And I'm really kind of fond of it because of that. Yeah, that thing occurred. Enjoy that thing what be occurring on your screen because I sure as hell can't put that into words. It's really funny, but it is also really fucking stylish and does a lot of damage. There's no denying that. Anyway, we're going to move along before I just run out of words to say. This is, I think, our penultimate replay for today. This is A Carnage by J5R12500 or Skull. And one of the more free-flowing replays of today. And it's just a insanely powerful punch. And that's kind of the extent of it. That's pretty much all that goes on here. It's just a really fucking powerful punch that just sends that middle part of Jeff flying and the rest of his body just standing still. It looks just really cool. It's like just the rest of Jeff pretty much stands still. And that, we'll try and sort of zoom in and enhance here to see what part of Jeff goes flying. It's kind of his, I guess, his stomach or maybe part of his crotchal area, but just very cool. It's probably more impressive at higher speeds, though, because you do see just the power in that punch. We'll speed it up a little bit. Just boom! Wow, too fast. I've gone too far. Hang on, there we go. Let's take a look at it fast speed. Oh, that looks really fucking cool, actually. Wow. Just like nothing, dead. Nothing, in half. Very, very cool replay. Very, very stylish replay. Alright, and this is going to be our last replay for today. This is Butskiy by Pyrox. And another free flow replay to wrap this up. And yeah, this is just a fucking awesome replay, as has come to be expected. A lot of demolition, sort of skyward skeet there, which will take, hence the name, I guess. We'll slow this one down and see what's going on, and then we'll wrap up the show. Or I guess I'll wrap up the show. You guys don't have to do anything, don't worry. Yeah, just a really powerful punch followed by a kick. Skeet up to Jeff's head up there, grabs on, very nice. All very stylish. Yeah, as comes to be expected from Pyrox, just a really, really nice replay. We'll look at it again at normal speed, and then I shall wrap up the show. just awesome replay, and I'm going to not use that C word. We're not going to use the C word to describe this, even though it is definitely very much the C word. It is still also very stylish and awesome and blah, blah, blah. Cool replay is cool, and it should be appreciated because of that. Okay, so yes, this is the end of the show. I can't believe I managed to get through that with as little cock-ups as there were. Hopefully by the next time I actually have to film something live like this, I'll have sort of recovered a little bit and I'll be a bit better, but expect a messy week, that's all I can say. In other news, we have finally launched the Man on Fire Films community website. You can go check it out, www.manonfirefilms.com. There's bios on the team, news, tweets, stuff like that, but the main important thing that I want you, yes you, the viewer, you, especially the person watching this right now, to go do is join our forums. It's easy to sign up. You can do it with your Facebook account or just do it normally. Hell, you might already have an account, because we use a client, and the client has loads of other websites as well, so yeah. Go join our forums. You can jump in the chat. We're all four of us are trying to be really active on there, so you can interact with us and socialize, make friends with other people, and leave suggestions. If you want us to do a Let's Play, that would be the place to suggest stuff. If you want to suggest something, go there. Link in the description, although it's a pretty easy URL to remember, so go check that out. I'm Jack Morris from Man on Fire Films, guys. I hope this hasn't been too messy. I'll see you next week, everybody. Goodbye.